Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Problematic Podcast. I'm your friendly neighborhood co-host, Rita. And
hi,
hey, Whitney.
Oh yeah, I'm a co-host here too. My name is Whitney. Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a great time listening to our program.
Hey, happy Monday, and welcome back to the Problematic Podcast, everyone. We are going to get right into it. We got a lot on the docket today.
A lot to cover, guys.
We also have a problematic story that somebody wrote in, and it is what we call a doozy. So we are going to get right into it. Whitney, what you been listening to?
I'm still listening to MWAC, and I've been listening to a lot of podcasts.
Okay.
But I personally have found a need to play a unfamiliar album that you probably have not heard of.
Okay, sure.
It's called Renaissance.
You know what? I'm sitting here with notes like, I gotta write this down. You make me sick. Nah, never heard of it. Tell me all about it.
It's very obscure. It's very obscure. But yes, it's a lovely album by another obscure artist that you may not have heard of named Beyonce.
Beyonce. It must be French. It sounds French. Is that French?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it's very black now because it's a black ass name now.
It is a black ass name.
It's a black ass name now, no matter what. But yeah, I found the need for things we will talk about later in the show to, I'm just gonna ride through and string through here because I wanted to see if what I was experiencing when I first listened to Renaissance, if it was going to measure up to how I experience it now. And all of my trepidation was cleared.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Mm-hmm. So if I'll just jump right in on the bandwagon, because I've been listening to Thick on repeat from that. So Alien Superstar is like my top favorite track on the album, but then
100%
Church Girl is a very, very close second because I am convinced, and I've told everybody in my life before that she actually wrote Church Girl for me.
I told you that that's not true. She actually wrote it for me.
Okay, we can argue about it later, but she wrote it for me and my demographic, so I guess that
deference.
That's fine. But I've been listening to Thick a lot lately, and I will say people, and I'm one of them, when I first found out it was a dance album, I'm like, okay, Drake just gave us a dance album. Now Beyonce is giving us a dance album. Nobody asked for this many dance albums, and I'm a gay. So y'all know I like dance music. That is right up my alley.
Not you saying I'm a gay.
I am a gay.
You are.
I'm a gay. I'm is one of the gays.
This has been confirmed.
Mm-hmm. But I do love this album, and it's not just because it's Beyonce, because everybody who knows me knows, and the Beehive can relax because I don't care enough. But like Lemonade is my least favorite album. I guess you just had to be like in the hurt girl space to understand Lemonade. Now, my favorite Beyonce song of all time is Pray You Catch Me, and it's on that album. She came in the first track off the album, Foot's on Next, didn't let us sit down.
No, not
ourselves a glass of wine or nothing. She was just like, let me set the tone for what y'all about to get
on tonight.
on tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But like Lemonade is not my favorite album. So I try to be objective when I don't like, no one is above me saying, you know what, this album didn't give me what the last album, but this one I felt like she made specifically for me and the gays. She dropped it during Leo season. Mm-hmm. Everybody says she did that so that we can know all the lyrics for Virgo season. I don't think that's the case.
That's hilarious.
But I'm not arguing with y'all. She dropped it when she dropped it, and it was a great time in my life to have Church Girl for my birthday. But I mean, it's a
But after
go ahead. No. Go ahead.
And I said we're still listening to it during Aquarius season, so it's great.
It's a good album, and it feels good. Like, it's one of those albums you can put on and clean the house. You can put it on a long car ride or a short car ride, or you know, while you're teaching your baby how to read. I don't know. It's a good album. with that said, you want to get into our Grammy talk? This is the problematic podcast 1 week later Grammy review, and Whitney is so excited. Go on, Whitney. Tell us what you thought about the.
Well, no. Let's start here. Let's start. Let's be fair. Let's be objective. I'm going to be really fair and say that this was the best Grammys I've seen up until the end.
It's been a while. It's been a while since we had a good Grammys, and this was a good Grammys.
This was a good Grammys, literally up until the last award. It was good because then they had our good legend, Stevie Wonder.
They did
out there singing with Wanye's kids.
They did not Wanye's kids.
I got really nervous when J-Lo went up to introduce, because you remember that the T was she was going to be singing the Motown tribute. And I said, wait a minute.
Ain't nobody asked for that.
I went like, my hands were starting. I was like, oh no, we're starting off bad. This is bad. This is real bad. Real bad.
No, she didn't let us down. She did what she came to do. She's a good reader and a good speaker, and she read and she spoke.
Mm-hmm. Although her poor husband looked like he wanted to be anywhere else.
Listen, but I don't think this was the show for him. I think he'd rather be home watching old baseball clips.
He looks so uncomfortable.
Just not for you, Ben.
Sir, why are you so uncomfortable? Not like, is someone coming to get you?
There's a lot of people of color in this room. Well? I married a person of color, kind of, but I didn't know that it was going to be this many persons of colors.
All the colors.
All the colors were in the room, and I think that his discomfort and probably his overall lack of rhythm, because you're not gonna tell me that Ben Affleck can dance. You'll never convince me. Can he act? Sure, I'll give him that.
Oh yeah, he can act.
But can he dance? When you are rhythmless and in spaces where we celebrate the rhythmic people,
we should.
I can see. That's a whole. We're gonna get to that. We're gonna touch on.
I'm gonna be quiet.
No, you're not gonna be quiet. Not today. You not.
So my friend Trevor Noah, because he's my friend in my head. Like
I can see that.
In my head, I would imagine us having hilarious conversations if we actually knew each other.
Y'all are besties. I see that.
In my head, because I'm always willing to support him. Always looking out. Like, no one's gonna talk bad about Trevor now. If Trevor says something problematic, we will address it.
And however, then we get rid of him too.
Listen.
Anybody can go.
But right now, he's doing very well for himself.
I like him.
Yeah. Trevor's a good dude. So my friend, he hosted the show. I was very happy to see him. He's a really good host.
He is.
He's not cheesy.
And he doesn't have to be problematic to get a rise out of people like that other guy who did what award show was the Golden Globes.
This is a really good chance to just have a sip of water.
Okay, we're not gonna talk about it. We're gonna move right along. But Trevor Noah did a fantastic job. He was funny.
He's a good host.
Interactive. He is. I'm sure they'll be bringing him back.
Yeah, they better. Like, I'm sure other award shows will be looking like Trevor Noah, because like, it's just like you said, he doesn't have to be problematic to get, and he's just so warm. Like, there was this really cute moment where he like introduced Dwayne Johnson to Adele, because they were big fans of each other and had met. And when I tell you, that was just like such a warm moment.
Adorable.
He's like the guy at the party who goes between groups to make sure that people know each other, and he like remembers things about like different people, like, oh, you work here, and you know, I know someone else who works here, have you two met? Like,
and he's making sure everybody's having a good time. It's great. I love that.
That's him. Trevor. What else do I have here?
Oh boy.
Oh girl.
Oh boy.
Viola Davis.
EGOT. Y'all better put some respect on my good sis's name.
She said her flowers.
The Emmys, the Grammys, the Oscars, and the Tonys. I'm gonna get all of them.
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna do a bomb ass photo shoot and come with the hot flyness so you can see. I think she knew that she was getting an EGOT, because you notice all of the photos that have dropped of her since the Grammys have been absolutely phenomenal.
She looks
girl. Great. Where did you get this gown?
I want it.
The train is a mile long, and I'm here for all of it.
And you deserve whatever you want. A mile long train, flowers, whatever you want, Miss Viola, you can have it.
I'm so happy for her. Yes. I'm thrilled for her. She deserves. She's so wonderful.
I've done a lot of talking. What jumped out to you?
Okay, so one, everybody's talked about it already, but we got to give our official take. Chris Brown, Christopher,
I'm going on mute.
Maurice Brown. Why would your black ass get on Blue Ivy's internet and act like you don't know who Robert Glasper is? You knock it the fuck off right now,
When
Christopher
I
Brown.
screamed. The scream I scream.
The only thing you can do is hope and pray that you will find a fraction of the talent. A fraction of the talent that Robert Glasper has. The fact that Robert hasn't called you to be on one of his phenomenal albums should tell you everything that you need to know, because he has collaborated with everyone.
Anytime he makes black radio, he's gonna win a Grammy.
Layla Hathaway, her, Common, Lupe Fiasco. He has a song with Snoop Dogg, Jill Scott.
I don't think I heard the one with Snoop.
Soul Child. I'll send it to you. Don't worry.
Thank you.
I'm
a big fan.
Works with everybody.
And he's a musician.
He is a musician.
A
composer.
He rolls with musicians. Like, they'll get a tiny desk, and he was like, all right, we're just gonna make something up while we're sitting here.
Yeah. And it was phenomenal.
Musicians. I said that he should call his next album that. Who the fuck is Robert?
And he should. Well, did you see he has t-shirts?
I want
it. He dropped t-shirts that say "Who the fuck is Robert Glasper" with the same font as the ignorant ass post that your friend Christopher Brown put
my friend, girl,
on the internet. I was like, this raggedy bastard. And I just don't believe that you don't know who Robert Glasper is, unless you've been on a drug hiatus for that. Come on. Chris, he didn't actually know. Play with somebody else.
I'm trying to tell you, he didn't actually know. And here's the interesting thing about the internet: these apps where you can like save these types of things are sitting right next to like Google and Safari. They're just sitting right there, just looking at you. Like, if you really want to know who somebody is, like, no, you went to try to embarrass, like, to try to make a point,
and ended up playing yourself.
Completely. Because everyone was like, yeah, you know what? You probably should call Robert Glasper so we can stop getting the same 1-2 beat that you keep putting on 40 different goddamn songs.
Right. You have 300 tracks with the same damn production. Let's do something else. Christopher.
Okay.
Christopher.
Robert Glasper is who you call when your music grows up.
Yes.
So when you stop making music for the teens, even though your age is getting big.
It's big.
It's a big age. Big age.
I think I'm 8 months older than Chris Brown. You're not a baby. You're not a child.
He's not a child. No matter how he acts, he is not a child.
So. Do better. I was so disappointed in Christopher. I'm like, for a guy who says he's trying to clean up his image, I don't believe you. It's not giving enough effort, as the kids say. It's like giving...
It's right there.
It's literally the Safari app where the Google sleeps is right next to. It's right on the same phone that you playing on Blue Ivy's internet.
You just tap that; it'll tell you everything you need to know.
It just it disappointed me.
It was hilarious. I thought it was very funny.
I'm still amazed that Adele acts like she don't know that she is one of the most talented people on the planet every time she's at an award show. She'd be shocked. Absolutely fucking shocked.
I'm like, have you heard your voice?
Girl.
Ma'am.
Nobody is like, outside of maybe Taylor Swift, nobody in the last decade and a half has like really been outselling you. Are you crazy? Your first two albums went diamond. You're Adele.
You're a damn Adele.
You are who people literally put on when they crying over they ain't shit boyfriends. You are the go-to.
You are the go-to, ma'am.
When we rolling in the deep, we rolling with you, Senorita Adele.
I didn't even know anything about rolling in the deep until you made that song.
That girl be talking about, oh my God, me? Yeah. Get your British ass up on the stage and get your 49th Grammy. Stop it, Adele. Knock it off. You just fucking quit now. You know who you are. There's like a handful of superstars roaming the earth right now. Beyonce is absolutely one. Love her or hate her. Drake is absolutely one. Love him or hate him. There's Taylor Swift. Love her or hate her. And then there's Adele. It's like y'all four.
Yeah.
Everybody knows whether they love you or not when your music comes out. Mm-hmm. Adele, you stop
playing in our face.
Like you don't make, arrange, produce, and sell us amazing music. Just knock it the fuck off.
Cut it out.
We love you with a big heart.
And tell us when the next album's coming out.
Okay.
We will be
don't make
we're glaring at you like, take your damn Grammy and tell me when we get more music.
Yeah, okay. Get your little award and get your ass back in the studio.
Right.
I don't care if it's thick Adele, skinny Adele. We need
She's
more
singing
Adele.
down. She's singing down. She's
Just
singing down. And I appreciate that because the thickness usually changes the vocal quality.
It does.
But not with her.
Not with her. And I was, I had
very
concerns.
consistent.
When I was a younger woman in my early 20s, my brother went to church with me. We were at VBS, and I might have been like volunteering or something, but he sat in the back of the church and he said, "Well, where are all the big women?" And I said, "Excuse me, what?" He said, "Where are all the fat people? Who sings in this church?" And I was
where
like,
are all the big women?
Because from a very small age, we've just associated larger human beings with better vocals, like Big Luther versus Little Luther. So when he said that, for as ashamed as I was and for as hard as I told him to shut up, I also was like, I get it, because the best singers in this church do happen to be the plus size, big mama size people.
Shout out to the plus size women,
because y'all carry
the culture. As far as I'm concerned.
Okay. We're not going to get into that. But yes, that was one of the moments. I always think it's so cute when Adele gets an award, because she's like, Adele reacts like I would react if I got a Grammy. Like, Adele pretending she ain't even supposed to be in the same room. Shut up. They sat you next to Lizzo and right beside Beyonce.
How cute.
And they were kikiing the whole time.
They were so, I'm like, y'all friends in real life.
In real life.
Y'all have to be.
Real life.
Let me tell you. I was like, if they're not friends in real life, they about to be.
Because they over there taking shots, kikiing, laughing.
Selfies together.
Just being ridiculous.
Standing Beyonce together. Yes. There's this really cute picture. I actually just posted it. There's this really cute picture of them taking a picture of Beyonce receiving her her
history making Grammy.
Hold on, let me show you these faces. When I tell you, it was just
because they fangirl over Beyonce and
look at them.
Adorable.
They're so
I can't. Cute. They play too much. That's gonna be the art for this week's episode. They play too much. Send it to you. But I need Adele to stop acting like she's not that girl, because girl, you are that girl.
We adore you, Adele.
We do. Golly, absolutely.
You haven't figured this out yet.
So we all know that Beyonce made history. She has more Grammy awards than any other human on the planet. She has surpassed my favorite producer, who I think is the greatest producer of all time, Quincy Jones.
And still can be.
He was leading that pack for a while. But Beyonce now has 33 Grammys. I gotta check that number. She got a lot of Grammys.
It's a lot.
But she set history. She set history, and we're happy for her. But on the same token, the flip side of that, she has 29 Grammys.
29.
I feel like it's more than that. I could be wrong.
I feel like it's 33. I feel like you're right at 33.
Anyway, we'll confirm those numbers in a bit. But
are we really talking about Beyonce first and not getting to the hip hop tribute?
Oh, you know what? My fault, my bad.
Because I want to keep it. We need a good.
We're gonna keep.
How when you have a criticism, you do the sandwich.
Yes.
You got the positive, and then the criticism, and then the positive.
So, my favorite moment of the Grammys was the hip hop tribute, because I guess that I missed the update when everybody was saying that there was going to be a tribute. I completely missed that altogether.
I missed that. I didn't see anything about that. It was a surprise to me.
But it was so good. And it just kept getting better. It was like, oh my God. Officer Fentu Tuola was out there rapping. Run DMC was out there rapping. LL Cool J was out there rapping. Then Rakim came, and I was like, oh my God, it's my mom.
It was like thing after thing after thing after thing after thing.
Busta Rhymes came out. Missy Elliott came out.
I jumped out of my skin when I saw Missy. But you know who did it for me?
Who did it for you?
Queen
Latifah. Queen Mother Latifah with never a hair out of place.
Never.
UNIT.
That's all I heard.
You gotta let her know.
My baby was asleep.
Who you calling a bitch?
I think I played it like that night, like after I turned off the Grammys in disgust.
The Grammys in disgust.
Yeah, I just had to drop that line. It was such a good and comprehensive tribute until
it was. I was a little disappointed when Lil Baby came out because I feel like he kind of he dampened the mood because he tried to play it too cool, but then Glorilla came out hooting and hollering, and I was like, "Go, baby, go, go ahead, baby, go."
Performed.
She was said, like, "This is my shot.
This is the Grammys, and I'm new here. Yes. I want to come back."
FREE. Nigga free. I was like, "Go, girl, get it." Shoulders.
She couldn't even breathe. That's how hard she was performing. She was not playing with the girls. She said,
"This is my chance." My grandma, I think her name is Glory Hallelujah. Like her real name is Glory Hallelujah. And I would just like to take a minute to say that is some
don't do this.
Grandma.
Don't do this
shit right there. That is some real her. No, I lied. Her real name is Gloria Hallelujah Woods. Her grandmama named her. At least I hope. What? Her middle name is Hallelujah. Girl, what's your middle name?
Having
Hallelujah.
A praise in the middle of your name.
She put a praise in the name.
She put a praise in the name.
They say when your grandma pray over you when you're a baby, the prayers keep going with you.
At the Grammys,
they stick
you see her?
With you. She put the prayer in the name. She put the praise in the name.
In the name.
Now look at Gloria Hallelujah Woods up on stage at the Grammys for the 50th year of hip hop tribute.
The tribute for the 50th year.
It just kept getting better. We were in the house like, oh,
listen,
God. It just.
There's allegedly a documentary because.
No,
there was already a documentary coming for August of this year. Questlove said it, and when Questlove said it, I got excited because I'm like, you did Summer of Soul.
Oh yeah, and that was amazing.
Amazing. Excellent. So I'm like, if you're doing the 50th year, this is going to be so good. And I will sit and watch every minute of it. But there was like some backlash because people were like, oh, where was this person? Where was that person? Like Diddy wasn't present.
Listen, we all can't. But I mean, the Locks went up there, and I feel like when they did We Gonna Make It, that was the Bad Boy plug. And that is an anthem for the African American community. It's like it's a praise song when you think about it.
It is a praise song. It is like a Negro spiritual.
There is, like sometimes you have to encourage yourself. That song, encourage yourself, and then it's We Gonna Make It. That's the follow up. That's the transition in the playlist. It was good, but yeah, you can't have everybody up there. But I was happy to see Dana, as you said, Auntie Dana. Queen Latifah, and Officer Fin Tutuola.
I screamed.
Took time off from his desk job at SVU Manhattan and came all the way over to LA to give us some bars, and I appreciate that. It was such a good tribute.
It was really good. I like, of course, everyone has like their edits and stuff like that, but I'm like, y'all, it's the Grammys. They have like 3 minutes. This thing is already like 4 hours long.
Right.
Like,
and they give away the bulk of the awards before the show even starts at the pre-show. People have been there all day.
All damn day. Except for Beyonce, who showed up late because she was stuck in traffic.
She had some other things to do, so.
Them pictures tell us what she was actually doing.
Okay. Yeah. But it was nice.
Good.
She looked great. She looked amazing.
She looked like a Grammy.
Per the usual. Per the usual. Now, would you like to get into the honesty of it? Because, you know, my dear co-host Whitney is quite the phenomenal author.
Oh, stop it.
I read her piece this week. And I won't go into it. I want you guys to check it out for yourself. But I know that you had some very big feelings on despite Beyonce making history, her album of the year snub. And it did feel like a snub.
It was 100% a snub. 100% a snub.
Tell us how you feel about it. She's making faces.
Because I'm trying to behave, because here's the thing. There is a contingent of people who will simply not hear what I'm saying because they think I'm Hive. And because they think I'm Hive, they're immediately like, no, she's just a fangirl. Like, she doesn't really care. Like, she doesn't really know what she's talking about. She's going to think that Beyonce deserves every single award that she's nominated for. And I don't think that. And I want people to stop doing that. I want people to stop reducing people's support and fanhood and thinking that those same people are not capable of critical thinking.
Because that's not the truth. So I told you how I felt about Lemonade. And y'all said Lemonade was album of the decade. And I was like, I don't know if I agree with that.
I would think Renaissance would be album of the decade, personally. Like
but
we're still in the roaring 20s. This roaring is
right,
not the way we want it to.
right. We got 7 more years of this decade, so we'll see.
We'll
But
see.
it's a good front runner thus far.
This is
That
a
and
great
Mr.
front
Morale
run.
and Big Steppers, but that got Rap Album of the Year, so I'm not complaining.
He racked up really good. He got like
Yeah.
3 awards
You know I
that night.
love Kendrick.
I
Kung Fu
know
Kenny
you
is
do.
like my little brother in my head.
I know you do. And this project was him being very vulnerable and very
And
transparent.
he thanked us for that. He thanked me personally again. And Beyonce thanked me personally in her acceptance speech. But
Can we talk about the speech?
I don't want to brag, but that album was for us, the Black queers. Gays. It's for the Black gays. And she thanked the Black gays personally, which means she thanked me personally, specifically, Marguerite's daughter. She said, thank you. And I was like, you're welcome, sis. It's all you. You are very, very welcome. I will listen again and again and again.
No, when she called out Uncle Johnny, I wept.
Listen.
I got
Uncle
emotional.
Johnny made my dress.
And I want people to get off of her. Get off of her. Like the way they talk about her, like, oh, she's not good at public speaking. I'm like, I don't know if y'all noticed that speech. It was 60 seconds. It was concise. It was direct.
It was exactly what it needed to be. Right.
It was heartfelt. Like people seem
sincere.
to think that she's not like people think that she's like this glam diva, which she has.
She don't want to talk to y'all, and that's okay.
Talk. She said she doesn't interview well. Like we all know that, and this is something we've talked about.
And I would rather her give me the music than give me her opinions any day. I'm tired of hearing artists.
Some of y'all. God damn it, get off the internet. Be like Robert Glasper. Make your damn music.
Right. Make your music and let Chris Brown not know who you are.
Right. Don't talk to us. And so I felt a way when I saw that she didn't win Album of the Year, because to me, a non-stan who is becoming a stan because of Renaissance, you know, like I like Beyonce music. I really, really do. I turn it on when I need to work out. Usually when I need to exert some energy. Like
she's got a bop for every situation. She does.
She really, really does. So like if I'm going out with my girlfriends, there's like music for that. But like I'm not really I've never been to a show, which hopefully one day will rectify that. But like I enjoy her music at a casual level. Renaissance did it for me.
It's such a complete album, like start to finish. It is a beautifully curated album, and it's fun. You can put it on and dance. I don't go out very often, but I did go out this winter, and when Alien Superstar came on, I had 2 drinks in me and I lost my mind. And
you should.
There's a minute and 30-second video floating around the internet of me losing my mind, and it was just it was a moment. It was a moment.
We deserve this. Absolutely. You deserve your joy. I'm frustrated because it feels like, and someone else said this better than I can, it feels like they're giving her just enough flowers, but not the whole damn bouquet.
Yes.
Because here's the thing. Harry Styles, his album was adorable. He is an adorable little human. I don't mean that in a reductive way. I mean that in an auntie way.
As a guy who's coming from a boy band, we all get what you're saying. He's a boy band guy. We like his music. He's a free spirit. But he gives us bops. It is safe.
It's really, really safe. And if we're just comparing albums, if anyone should have won over Beyonce, it would be Bad Bunny. Personally,
yes, whose album was amazing. And I get that some people who aren't Spanish speakers may not listen to it. That album, again, you can put that album on at a barbecue, a cookout, at a kid's party, on a road trip. It is good, and you're going to dance your ass off.
Put it on. Just put it on.
Damn.
Put it on.
Good. Bad Bunny makes great music.
But Bad Bunny doesn't, because he's not safe. He's not safe to these folks, because he could be saying anything and half of y'all wouldn't know what he's talking about. But not only that, he does not bend. So when he gave his speech, he gave it all in Spanish. And I was like, that's just him. Like,
that's what he should do.
He does not want to shift. He does not want to change. He doesn't want to do any of that stuff. And he sticks to who he is. And the Grammys don't award that.
Right.
For this particular award. And the Album of the Year is what I call the marquee award. So there's like
it is
Best New Artist, because you can only win that once.
That's huge.
Best New Artist, Record of the Year, Album of the Year, and I believe Song of the Year.
Song of the Year, Song of the Year. I think is more so for the writers who wrote the song. That's like their award. But
but album of the year celebrates the body of work. And outside of Bad Bunny, Lizzo, I adore her. I really, really love her. I'm glad she
didn't
won
love
record.
this album. Don't get me wrong. It's About Damn Time is a bop, and I love that song, and I'm gonna listen to it every time it comes on. But I've
It's a
listened
great
to
song.
her. It doesn't give me the feel that her first album gave me. Like, I was like, who is this Lizzo girl? And she's so positive. I'm saying that I love Lizzo's music, but as far as album of the year, like, would I put Lizzo on and listen to it straight through to get me through writing a 10-page paper? Probably not. And to Whitney's point, it's like Harry Styles makes good, fun music. Music that I listen to.
It's good music.
But it's safe. If Harry Styles is the artist that you guys say he is by giving him record of the year, then I expect that this album to not sound like his last album or his next album to not sound like this album. I don't think Harry Styles can just come out and give us a dance album and it still be as good as his pop body of work. And I think those are the things that people need to consider when, again, you're looking at an entire album. How good are the songs individually? How good are they curated next to one another? Did the artist do anything different or experimental? And I just feel like, and I forced myself to listen to the entire Harry Styles album because I had not done that before the Grammys. And it's not a bad album.
It's not bad.
It's also not Renaissance.
There's no shade against Harry. Like,
and none at all. You make the music you make for the people you make it for, and that's fine.
That's fine. That's completely fine.
Does seem run of the mill and kind of safe. And
it's good. Here's the thing. I really need people to hear this. It's good music and it's safe and it deserves its accolades. But at the same time, Beyonce with no visuals, no music video, no gimmicks,
nothing,
none of that.
Girl ain't drop a tweet or nothing.
She gave you the music and let the music play, and that music currently has the entire globe in a chokehold to go to the show.
We're all cuffing it, and everybody's killing them. People are taking out second mortgages to try and get this girl's tickets. I don't think that Harry Styles is going to garner that same sort of global attention. And I'm not saying he doesn't have fans because, I mean, he's boy band chic. People love him. People have grown up with him, if we're being honest. It's not my age group, but there are a group of people who have grown up with Harry Styles. So we understand he won and there's nothing we can do about that, but it does feel like a snub because Beyonce has not won album of the year yet. And the same demographics that can say that she gave us album of the decade with Lemonade, but she can't get album of the year. Not to say that every album deserved it. It just seems very odd to me that she hasn't won that award yet.
Well,
very strange, but
the tea is that Vanity Fair talked to a bunch of different voters for the Grammys, the people who vote to give these awards, and a bunch of them said essentially that they didn't vote for Beyonce because she gets too many things, and it seems like whatever she wait, it's Vanity Fair. You guys can look it up. That's a credible source. So the journalists asked them like, oh well, why did you vote this way? A bunch of them were like, I didn't even listen to it, but I just I don't think that she deserves it because every time she puts something out, like, it becomes like a world renowned thing. And I'm like, is that a problem?
That's a hater being a hater. Hi, haters.
Is that a problem? Would you say this about, I don't know, the Rolling Stones?
Taylor Swift?
Would you say this about Taylor Swift?
No, they won't say that about
because she's a black girl. Let me put my kufi on. Because she's a black woman. Because she's a black woman, y'all have this need, this urge, this desire to constantly humble her. And that's why she leaves your damn shows. Because here's the thing that CBS reported itself. Nobody was watching the Grammys until Beyonce arrived. And then they experienced a 70% raise in ratings.
Because the girls and the boys care when Beyonce is on screen.
She gives you validity at this point. She gives you validity. I said she should never come back. I'm like,
I'm one of one. I'm number
one. I'm the only one. She's not playing with you. She's not playing.
Absolutely
She's
true.
not lying
Tay
either.
Tay was at the show and y'all wasn't tuning in until Beyonce pulled up. Adele was at the show Kiki and with Lizzo, and y'all didn't turn it on until
Harry was sitting right there.
Beyonce pulled up.
I'm just saying.
Harry been there the whole time.
All right. Sitting right there.
That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna say no more. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Congratulations to Beyonce on her accomplishments. We are super, super proud. Being like, so me and my wife listen to a lot of Destiny's Child too, because Destiny's Child was the greatest girl group to ever do ever. But we've had an opportunity to really grow up with Beyonce's music because, you know, I think No 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 dropped when I was in elementary school, and now at 35, still being able to listen to Beyonce, and then just the journey of making girl group music and then R&B music and then pop music and then back to R&B music and ballads and now dance music. It's like just seeing her growth and her range and like being able to watch artists, not just her, there are other artists, because you know, like Kendrick Lamar has 19 Grammys now, and I remember before he even had a single out when he was touring with The Game and just being featured on his music. It's like 15 years later, it's crazy. Like
did you see Lizzo? Would she like
she snuck out of school to go see Beyonce in the 5th grade, and like her making that point of like, girl, we grew up on your music and I still get to be in the same room as you.
I'm handing you flowers. That was her deliberately handing flowers.
That was her handing flowers. She said, I cut school and my sister came pick me up and signed me out, and all I missed was language art, and I had an A in that class and it was fine, but I came to see your show, girl. Your show. That's how much you mean to me. That is amazing. I love to see other artists giving her flowers, even seeing Adele fangirl out over like in Adele's acceptance speech. She was like, thank God for Beyonce, because without Beyonce, I would not be here being an Adele. I love that. Flowers. I love the girls paying the homage, because
your fave is Beyonce.
Okay. Write that down.
Your fave's fave is Beyonce.
I'm sure Harry Styles was just happy to be in a room with Beyonce. But you know, no shade, no slight to Harry Styles. We're going to give him his awards, and don't be like that. So really quick, before we transition to our stories, I do gotta quickly say, just real quick, congratulations to LeBron James for breaking the all-time leading scorers record. Y'all know, so we all knew it was coming, and we knew it was going to happen this season. But again, watching history be made during Black History always makes me Black History being made during Black History. Okay, Black History being made during Black History.
LeBron, and then at the Super Bowl, it's going to be the first
two Black quarterbacks play. I love all this Black History being made in February. I'm here for it. So I have to stop and say, because you know, I give LeBron a hard time in my friendly conversations because I'm a huge Michael Jordan fan. But this isn't about Michael Jordan. It's not about Kobe Bryant. It's not about anybody else. Congratulations to LeBron James for breaking the all-time leading scorer record. You deserve. He's worked hard. And again, another opportunity. I remember when he first came into the NBA. That's crazy. So celebrating that accomplishment during Black History Month is huge. Congratulations to him, his wife Savannah, and all them kids that look just like them too. It's crazy. Like they just keep copy and pasting these faces. But congratulations to him. All right, Whitney, you ready for this?
No.
We have ladies and gentlemen, we do have a problematic story that one of our listeners sent in. And this was pretty serious. So I'm going to read it. I'm going to get my lovely co-host reaction. And then we are going to do our best to maybe give some advice. But we're problematic people too. So I don't know.
We're really problematic.
We'll see how this goes. You ready for this, Whitney?
Are we giving this person a pseudonym?
Yeah. What do you want to name her? What would you like her name to be?
Miss Sophia.
Miss Sophia. You know what? All right. So Miss Sophia wrote in. I'm so tired of her already. Miss Sophia wrote in and said,
the other person could be like, you know, just pull from characters from the movie.
I like it. That we giving everybody movie names. This is Miss Sophia, and Miss Sophia said, "Okay, so my mother-in-law hates me. Called all of his exes before we got married. Tries to tolerate me for the sake of her son, but now we have kids and her disdain for me presents during our interactions in front of my kids. She tries to be the authority, saying me and her son are her kids. And she's the matriarch, even though her own mother is still alive. So she questions my decisions as it relates to our children. Me and my husband are currently separated, and she's a significant part of it. Come on, Whitney. I see your face, but you gotta help me get through this. Whitney is battling between just responding in a ratchet, offensive way and trying to be mature. Because there's only one mature person on this podcast, and it ain't me. Come on, Whitney.
It's you.
It ain't me. No, it's not. We know it's not me. This is kind of crazy.
This is bad.
This is not good.
This is really bad. All right, let's break this down piece by piece.
Piece by piece. Piece by piece.
Her mother-in-law hates her. Miss Sophia said her mother-in-law hates her.
Yes. Miss Sophia said mother-in-law hates her and called all his exes before we got married. Now, let's start there. That is a great place to start. I'll start there. The hell for? What the exes gonna do? To keep me from getting married? Other than getting them jumped, what did you expect to do by calling his exes?
Okay.
Did you not like them enough to want to get them beat the fuck up? What are we doing with the exes?
That would have been a conversation.
Calling the exes to do what exactly, ma'am? What to say? What exactly, ma'am? That they failed and I got them and they don't. Y'all can celebrate y'all loss together. It's like the people with the Confederate flags who still walk around for the war that they lost.
Lord,
it's giving Confederate flag waving energy. Take your L and fucking go.
Take your L and go.
Imagine somebody calling you, your ex's mother calling you like, girl, my son getting married. God bless and keep him. Get the hell off my phone.
Congratulations.
Meemaw. Get off my phone. Right. What are you calling me about that for?
What are you calling me for?
The first sign.
Why do you have my number still?
Something. Okay. How did you find me here? Oh my God. How did you
my
find
number?
Me lose it like I lost.
Why did you have it? Okay.
Let's just.
That would have been a conversation right there. Like, okay, why do you feel the need to sabotage our relationship? Like, just because you don't like me, your son loves me. It's not your choice. It's not your choice. And that may hurt. Like, as a parent, like me and Earl, we have these conversations all the time. I'm like, as a parents, we have to realize that we raise them to be adults. We teach them how to critically think, and then we let them go do that shit.
And then you gotta kind of look at yourself. Like, if you're a parent and your son has made this choice, he loves this woman, he chooses to be with this woman, he started a family with this woman. Did you raise your son right or not? Because if you don't trust his judgment and how he puts together his family, then you fucked up, mom.
Right.
You did a bad job, mom.
Right. And
also, you don't have to like it, but you have to respect and believe that your son made the right choices because you raised him to do so.
That part.
You trying to backtrack and fix what you might have messed up in their childhood. This is not the time or the space, mother-in-law. It's also inappropriate.
Also, the man is marrying this person. Like, he's marrying this person. He's starting this family. Like, this is his life and his decisions. That doesn't mean, like, maybe you think that you raised him wrong, but maybe he's doing exactly what he intended to do.
Right.
Like, maybe he really loves this person. Maybe they have a thriving, incredible relationship.
Listen, I don't know no man that go above and beyond to propose and marry and family with somebody. Yeah. And that's a huge commitment. And
that would have been a conversation. That would have been a conversation between me and her. Like, your son out of this, because like, this is something that,
like, are you a good mom or not? Did you raise them right or not?
But also, can you communicate or not? Like, can we have a dialogue, two adults to each other? Okay. We're adults. We're on the same playing field. We're on the same level. As far as you saying that you're my kid's like matriarch, no, the fuck you're not.
You're not.
Let me set a boundary.
You're not a matriarch.
Right, let me set a boundary right here and right now. Those are my children. Those are my children. I'm responsible for them. I created them. They have my face.
Right.
They have my
and we can respect you as a mother if you can respect the boundaries that me and your son have created in this relationship. But if you can't respect it, you can go be a matriarch to whoever's standing over there outside of this house, and it'll just be you.
Okay.
standing in the field
Okay.
by your damn self,
Because
talking to yourself.
Here's the thing. At the end of the day, you have no say or sway in what happens with my children. I can
No.
decide that they never will see you again. And guess what? Your son will have to agree with that because I am their mother.
And it's crazy that you would even jeopardize that. Like if
Exactly.
you love your son, and I'm sure you love your grandkids, but like the letter says, like we have kids, and her disdain for me presents in front of, and her disdain
absolutely not
presents in front of my kids.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
First off, I owe it to my kids to know not to tolerate disrespect. So now you have to be the lesson.
You have
on
to be
boundaries.
The lesson.
You have to be the lesson on how we set boundaries for ourselves. That's not what you want. That's
not what you want.
If you want to operate like a matriarch, let me tell you something about matriarchs. Everybody love them. They can be hard on you. They can be tough on your family. They gonna, tell you when your slip is showing, and they might fuss you out sometimes too. But the respect is always there for a matriarch. But if you don't give respect, you don't get any back. I don't care whose mother you are or whose grandmother you are.
The title of matriarch is earned.
It
is earned.
It is bestowed upon you.
There's a whole lot of women running around here. It's whole lot of women running around here that ain't nobody's matriarch that we would never call. Let me tell you right now, Carolyn Clark is our family matriarch, not because she is the oldest person in our family, not just, but because she has earned it. She has taken care of us.
She has raised everybody.
Us. Listen,
covered everybody.
We do not tolerate
fed everybody. Protected everybody.
A slight story, very short. There was a moment where a certain other family member stepped out of line and was very disrespectful to Carolyn. And when I tell you, you know how in the Avengers movie, when all them people start coming through the portals?
Yes.
That was us. People who weren't even related to us, but like we're family adjacent. Came and were like, oh no, the F you will not.
What you're not gonna do.
That is what you earn. She has earned that place. She deserves that place. You, however, being a messy ass, high school ass, immature ass, you dare to call yourself a mother-in-law, but I don't even like you're acting like one of these raggedy girls on these damn like reality shows. And how dare you in front of her children?
In front of my children, ma'am, I am grown. Not only am I grown, but I am someone's wife and I am mothering my own children. So coming into my house and trying to play this authoritarian role isn't going to work. And I think the craziest thing about this mother-in-law from hell, it seems, is like they're at the point now where they're currently separated and she's a significant part of it, and that should never happen because at the end of the day, it's his responsibility to get your mama in check.
There you go.
It's boundaries. It's your responsibility to clean that up. It's not my responsibility because me addressing your mother is inappropriate. I will if I have to, because 100%. I've been put in this situation where I have to defend myself and protect myself in front of my children, because I have to show my children what healthy boundaries are and where the tolerance ends for some shit. That's my responsibility, but it's your responsibility to make sure you put your
What are you just watching this, sir?
You put your marriage on the line for your mama.
And we love our mamas.
We love our
mamas. The last thing we're gonna do is let our mamas interrupt what would be a happy home.
Never, ever, 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 ever. And I'm saying this, when I started this podcast, I wasn't married. I think I was engaged. Maybe I was engaged. I am married now. And I can honestly say, I love my mother to the moon and back. There's nothing that I would allow my mother to do that would make my wife uncomfortable in our home.
100%.
And my mother knows 100%. That.
100%.
And my mother-in-law knows that.
100%.
There is a place for our mothers in our marriages, and it's on the peripherals, and that is to make sure that, mentally, physically, emotionally, their children are okay, and to provide advice when it is asked for and when it is necessary, and to be a support. But for you to come. What grown woman wants to come between their child's marriage?
Well, it's the type of grown woman that like has the weird relationships with their sons.
Yeah,
they want to be the center of their son's like world.
Right.
You know, they call their son their like low-key boyfriend. I'm like, no, that's weird. No, I don't like that. That's
man.
gross.
That's not your man.
That's not your man.
That's your child. That's not your man.
That is not your man. That was never meant to be your man. That's weird and creepy.
And if you're relying on them for that sort of emotional intimacy, let me tell you, there's a great place that we call therapy. It's open all the time. You can access that secret place called therapy 24 hours a day now, thanks to technology. There's no excuse,
none,
for this. I mean, the separation to me is forming a boundary. Unfortunately, you know, anybody who gets married wants to stay married. That's how we go into marriages.
Yes,
but at some point you have to draw a line, and if the separation was the line, then I hope that separation serves as a huge mirror to the mother-in-law, and also the husband is like, listen, clearly y'all fractured relationship, the one between you and your mother. You may think it's good because y'all talk and y'all communicate and she wants to be a part of your life, but there is something very often very wrong about that relationship. I'm
uncomfortable,
and that flawed relationship has now put a wrench and a separation in our marriage. And here's the thing about separation. Now you got an opportunity to fix that. In your separation, you the young lady, Miss Sophia now, and the separation has an opportunity to firm up her boundaries and really set some parameters. If this is the marriage that you want to work, then now is a great time to go, we cannot reconcile until X, Y, and Z is resolved. And it is his responsibility. His responsibility.
It's Harpo's responsibility.
I'm fucking getting offline. It is.
Don't let Celie tear you apart,
Miss Harpo's responsibility to fix this shit, because this is a mess. Your mother is going to lead to you losing your wife,
your family.
They have kids. You can't let your kids see this behavior and think it's okay.
Absolutely not.
You can't subject your wife to this behavior and think it's okay. You can't sit by, like, you cannot.
What are you doing while all this is going on?
Imagine how a man feels to lose everything that matters to him because his mom is tripping. That's like wild to me. Wild to me. I just can't even fathom it or imagine it. Like, losing everything that I love, cherish, and built because my mom is tripping. Nah, that's not gonna fly. So yeah, to this listener and to the person who wrote in, Miss Sophia, for as problematic as we are, this shit is crazy. This is sideways.
I'm so sorry you're going through this, Miss Sophia. I wish you nothing but the best.
Nobody gets married to be separated, but in this time of separation, you absolutely have the opportunity to, you know, like I said, firm up those boundaries and get a feel of what it's going to take if you are interested in maintaining and making this marriage work, if that's what you want. Because let me tell you something else.
Okay,
if you don't want it, I don't either.
Come on,
just go ahead, quit. Just listen. Hot girl summer is just around the corner.
It's right there. She's
City
sitting right
girl
there.
Energy is just it is 62 fucking degrees today in February. If that ain't a sign from everybody in Sky Daddy territory,
that's Sky Daddy
territory. The environment is saying, honey,
it's about to get hot. 62 degrees.
We are warming up the new men right now. They are coming out the oven.
And I'm sure you're cute, Miss Sophia. You go ahead, take your Telfar back outside.
I just happen to be familiar with Miss Sophia, a whole baddie, a whole success story.
Ma'am.
Listen.
Harpo better get it together. That's all I'm doing.
Real fast.
If he wants to save his your family.
A family.
Over your mama tripping?
There's a mommy, a daddy, and some babies over here.
Listen, I tell you guys all the time that the way we operate our home is that we prioritize peace. We are not
First and foremost.
peacekeepers, because if there's a problem, we address it. We're not
Right.
peacekeepers. We're
But we
peacemakers.
prioritizing peace.
Yes.
One way or another.
Miss Sophia, I hope that wherever you're standing, that you find some peace. Harpo better get his ass together, otherwise he's going to lose his family, and then he's going to have to co-parent. And co-parenting does not look fun. It doesn't look fun.
That shit look hard. Like,
it looks
training
really difficult.
for a marathon right after surgery. It just don't look like the kind of stuff that I want to set myself up for. But
no,
like I said, if the goal of the separation is to get back together, then this is a perfect time to decide exactly what you need to see to make it work. Part. And if it ain't, also summer be here before you know it, and we outside.
Yeah, not apparently,
because I'm married. I'm be outside, but like I don't know, playing double dutch. But you, sis,
you could be outside.
You can be outside.
Get yourself some good sitters. Get yourself some good baby. Or wait till the weekend and it's his turn and turn up. I don't see a problem. You need a good sitter.
Pull up, bumping Renaissance, throw them kids out the car and get out to the boozy brunch. And
getting thicker.
Cash getting thicker. Listen, you can go from husband to baby daddy real fast. Real fast. Listen,
like a light switch.
You can go from being my baby back to being your mama's baby. It's fine. We got options out here.
That's fine. But you know what? As you said that, we do have options, and people need to remember that they are optional.
Come on.
Marriage is the daily choosing of each other. Please. Stop it. People need to remember, when being married is not just like, it's not the pretty wedding. It's not all that stuff like that. It's the daily choosing. It's like every time you leave these big ass sneakers in the middle of the hallway, and I've already tripped and sprained my foot. It's every time you leave this wet towel on this bed when I told you to hang it up in the bathroom. Is this getting personal? It is. Get a little personal.
It is. It's the second letter of the day. But you're right. It's choosing. It's every choosing day. To stay married and choosing to be in it. And like I said, I've only been at this marriage thing for 7 months.
But you guys are doing so cute.
But I do know that it is a commitment to the other person. It's a commitment to yourself, and it's a commitment to y'all at the unit. And you can't let the other people interfere, because your marriage is going to be whatever you make it. And if you're allowing the periphery, I didn't marry your mother. I don't want to be married to my mother-in-law.
No.
You get on my nerves enough.
The truth is, you're not even committed to her. You're committed to your husband.
Okay.
And there's a scripture.
Come on, church.
There's a scripture that says somewhere that the husband is supposed to leave and cleave.
Leave and cleave. And the language is leave.
He's supposed to leave, but you notice that the wife,
right?
The wife, it does not say that same language for her.
That the language ain't for the wife; it's for the husband. The leave, and the leaving is the mother, his mother and his father, so you can go be mother and father in your own house, your own family.
That's the way it works.
I need your mama to go find somebody to cleave to herself, because over there, you ain't got enough going on in your own marriage if you over here.
Y'all don't have enough stuff to do. I'm looking at a pile of laundry right now. I don't have time I just folded my baby's laundry. I'm looking at my laundry. These baseboards look terrible. Like, I have a doctor's appointment that I need to schedule. There's a nap impending.
Baseboards look terrible.
They do. What? They look abysmal. Like, I'm gonna start spring cleaning because the weather's nice outside. I opened up all my windows already.
Listen, it is very warm outside.
I need to clean. I'm like, I feel the urge to clean. It feels like spring cleaning weather.
Listen, let the weather be the warning to you. Go get your family back, Harpo, because
you need to do better.
I seen your wife. I'd figure some shit out.
Quick.
I don't know if you got to move your mom to Georgia. You know, people love moving to Georgia and Texas. I don't know what you
just don't send her to Florida.
Don't.
That's a state where old people go to die
and be crazy and get crazy. Get don't crazy and then die. Yeah, no, I don't want this for anybody, but you gotta prioritize your damn marriage. Like, that's on you. That's definitely on the husband. I ain't let nobody come between me and mine. I picked this woman for a reason, and I really, really like you. So therefore, if I got to fight somebody, or I
love you, Mom. Here's a boundary.
Here's a boundary.
Here's a boundary. Here's what you're not going to do. Here's what I will not allow.
And you can respect it, or you can stop talking to me.
And we will say hello on your birthday. We will send you something for Mother's Day and Christmas, and then that'll be it.
And if that's the kind of relationship that you want to have with your son, then fine. So be it.
So be it.
With a proper boundary and some proper respect in place, it don't have to be that way. Because again, a separation can turn into, and I ain't even gonna use the D word because I don't like speaking that over anybody. But again, the summer gonna be hot because the winter hot. And
listen,
if we outside, we outside.
Ivy Park is on sale right now. There is a cat suit that I looked at and I said, Whitney, where are you wearing this to but home?
Wherever the hell you want. Because you
putting it on after the baby go to sleep.
Throw that shit on. We outside.
We outside. Well, we will be indoors when I'm wearing that.
You gonna be indoor?
I will be indoors.
I will be outside.
There are very short shorts available. I looked at the website and I was like, you know what? These are cute.
Go ahead and let them thighs out.
Put them knees on the street, girl. Let's go.
Knees on the street. Real fast. Listen, it go to separated to single real quick, Harpo.
You too? And you're
cute. Harpo. You gonna be like, Harpo gonna be like, who this woman? You ain't even gonna recognize her. That's not what you want. That's not what you want. That shit'll rip your heart in half and then set the other half on fire.
There was a reason why heterosexual single women, I had to put that in there just for
heterosexual
single women are the happiest demographic.
Yes.
There is a reason why that is.
Harpo, you do not want to see your wife outside in the Ivy Park shorts.
Instagram is painful for folks like you, Harpo.
You will be sliding down the wall crying. Go get your wife and your family back. You do not want to be out here in these streets. Ain't nothing but lemon pepper wings, scam artists, bad knees,
and random shaman. And I want to tell you about like your past lives.
Do you want to go on a date with a new girl and listen to her talk about crystals for 2 hours? That's not what you want. That is not what you want.
It's not what you want.
If you got somebody and y'all been rocking, go get them back. Go get your woman back. Because listen, you're going to be sliding down the wall, crying and snotting in the shower with the ugly cry when you see your girl out here on the Instagram in the Ivy Park with the 36-inch new lace front, living her best life. You ever seen your girl get out of another man's car? Rip your heart clear in half. You don't want them problems. Rip your heart clear in half. When her and that new man is dropping off your babies for your week and your weekend,
and you have no idea what they're off to go do,
you gonna cry when she pull off
badly
on her way to the airport.
I know, why did I open up this damn
Ivy
Park myself?
What do you see? Listen, you don't want to catch your girl in the streets in Ivy Park. Don't lose the one you love. Not setting proper boundaries. You gonna cry your eyes out. Harpo, this one's for you. Go get your family back. Because listen, you know how much therapy it's gonna take to piece you back together?
And it's expensive sometimes.
Ooh, you don't want them problems.
Trying to help you, friend. Trying to help you.
No, co-parenting is not fun.
It don't look.
It ain't fun. It's worse in the summer when you
look
out
at this
here.
dress. Look at this dress. Ooh. Beyonce was not playing with us.
Yeah, no, that ain't the dress you want to see your girl pull up
Miss
in. That
Sophia would kill in this dress. Look at it.
That is the dress for Miss Sophia.
Yes. Listen. Oh, it's sold out. Damn it.
Oh no. Listen.
I hate y'all do this.
To say hot girl summer would be an understatement. We gonna close it here. I think the best advice we can get is firm boundaries. And now is not 2023 is not the time to try and be single again when you ain't been single for a while. Don't
do it.
Don't do
We're
it.
trying to help you.
Go ahead, get your family back, player. I don't want this for you. I don't want them type of shower tears for anyone. When your stomach hurt, when you crying, you feel like you're gonna throw up a little bit.
You can't breathe.
Yeah,
not with the shoulders.
You feel like your lungs just been snatched out your chest. Yeah, that's not. I would know as an ass
battered ass lungs. Poor thing. And all you've been doing is breathing. It's not like you like smoke or anything. All you've been doing is doing
I don't smoke.
to do.
I don't do no drugs. I just be out here breathing. Just in and out. That's it. And they can't even do that right. That's a goddamn shame. You know what? Friend. I'm ending it there. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. As always, we love to hear from you at the Problematic Podcast. So if you have a problematic story, a problematic question, or even if your friend is a little problematic and you want to let us know about Harpo. It, please feel free to write to us at theproblematicpod@gmail.com. And of course, we will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye. Oh.